So here's a quick little project that you can use your WireWizz coiling tool with and use the long cone mandrel or attachment. You'll just coil the wire, and this is 0.8 20 gauge copper wire. You can use 1 mil. It's really up to you. If you do 2 coils, then you've got to put them together and just snip them down until they're the same size. So just like jump rings, you would cut through each little layer of the coil to also neaten the ends. So you take off any scrappy ends and you just make sure that they look as similar and duplicate as each other. This one just needs a bit more cutting down so that it's a little bit more identical to the second one. And once you've got them adjusted, they're ready to go. I think I just need a tiny bit off there, and then that's it. So those two work together. And then choose a focal bead for that. But here, these are some samples I made before. I plugged the end, that big gap end, with a bead, so you can fill up that. Or if you don't want to use a bead, you can take the end of the coil, the cut end, pick it up with your tips of your round nose pliers and just roll it around to form a little loop or circle. And if you bring that into the center of the space at the base of the long coil, that will be where your wire will come through to make your link when you thread it, to make links at each end. So do that to both of them. Or you can thread it onto a thicker base wire, choker wire. And you can see here how I've created this choker base. And then I've added a few little details on the sides just to give it a bit more decoration. But that's another way of doing it. This one has been threaded through with wire, plugged with beads at the end, and you can see it's quite pliable and it's nicely curved so that it sits around the neck and then has the dangle at the end. While this one I've made into a long chain, so you've got this sort of V shape with the long coils. Again, they're plugged at the ends with beads. So anything goes. So I'm choosing a nice statement bead. So I've got these lovely foil beads, and I think this one works well with the copper. So you can see how you could curve them with a wire inside, or you can keep them straight. I think for this one I might keep it straight, or that one, yeah, that could work. So once you've chosen, I'm using 1.25mm copper wire, but you can use 1 mil as well, anything from, I'm just using a nice firm wire to show you this. And then I'm going to thread the coils onto the wire. I've curved it quite a lot so I can curve these coils. And this is similar to making a bangle. I could use the coils for a lovely bangle as well and put a bead, focal bead. So you have to thread the wire through to that center bit so that it's stabilized in the center, and do that on each side. Post it through so that it won't wobble around in that big space and gap at the end of the long coil. And then we want to make links at each side. You can plug the ends, as I said, with beads as well. So you could feed those on. Actually, I don't think it's going to fit. These beads would fit 0.8, but not this thick copper wire. So what I'm going to do is create links at each end and each side of my curved wire. As you can see, I'm not cutting anything off because I'm going to roll the wire around those circles to make a sort of spiral end on each side. So I work on one side, then turn to the other side and keep going from side to side to make sure that the spirals on each side are roughly the same size. until they reach the top of that coil. So that will be the center of my necklace. And then all I have to do is make the two sides. So I could add beads, I could make chain links, which I will do. This is 0.8 of a millimeter threaded through little beads that will match my focal bead, and I'm just making links on each side, and I'm going to attach them like a rosary link chain. I could just add chain, I could just add cord, I could do nylon filament and add threaded beads for a more beaded look. There's many, many ways to finish this off. So all I have to do is create some jump rings. Again, the jump rings could be made around my coiling rod, but as I don't need very many, I'm just going to use my bail makers to create this coil and cut through it. And they can go in between the beads on each side of the necklace to add a bit more color and bring out that centerpiece bead. So as you know, just open the jump rings sideways, link them on, feed a bead on, and create this lovely beaded linked chain on each side. And as I haven't got enough beads, I will also add a bit of chain to get the required length. So I hope this gives you an idea of what to do with these long coils, and you can snip them down for earrings as well, and there's bangles can be made. They can be curved, as you can see here, or left very elegant. I'll be doing many more tutorials using this technique to give you more inspiration, but thank you for watching.